We all have the misconception that you need to spend large sums of money to enjoy a roaring and adventurous driving experience. But we're here to tell you that that's wrong, and we've come up with a list of 6 very wonderful cars with incredibly loud exhaust at very affordable prices. But before we get started, like and subscribe if you love cars. Starting at number 6 is the Jaguar XF V8S from 2010. Now, Jaguars have always had a reputation for their exhaust and have produced some of the most great sounding cars. The AJ V8 is what makes the modern rabble-rousers so brilliant. Since almost as early as 2009, the 5.0-liter engine has been known to power various vehicles, like the sporty F-Type. In several versions, even with a supercharger, it boasts a ridiculously amazing V8 growl. One just cannot help but enjoy the deep sound of 75 to 85 decibels. This special sound is so iconic that it's being preserved in the British Museum for the generations to be able to come and witness it. In the XF, the engine sound may be a lot milder than in other cars, but there's still plenty of aftermarket options for an even better and louder growl. But that doesn't mean that we underestimate the XF in its original form, as it is still quite impressive. Its low mileage, good servicing, and excellent maintenance is all it takes for its true potential to be justified. The 5.0 literally XF is surely not one that is found everywhere. It is often a vehicle that is overlooked compared to the more powerful XFR. However, it has come at a very affordable price tag, and we must say, to enjoy a V8 engine producing 300 horsepower and a top speed of 250 kilometers per hour, the car is a whole combination of traits like performance, style, and a perfect choice for those picky buyers. As we move on to number 5, we're going to talk about the 2013 Ford Shelby GT500. Ford Mustang GT500, and there's no doubt that this car would be at the top of our picks. The name itself will already guarantee that you have an insane driving experience. This car, even in its ordinary form, is as majestic as ever. It features its powerful V8 engine under the hood that promises you a powerful driving experience. So once again, we're introducing you to a Mustang GT that's even more powerful than its standard form. So let's have a look closer at the Shelby GT500, which of course makes our list. Getting to our prime area of importance, the exhausts in this fine car are made of T304 stainless steel with mandrel bends, and it's safe to say that the impressive 2.5-inch tubing designed here very easily matches the loud, proud DNA of 80 decibels that sits inside one of the most famous cars not only in America, but around the world. The 2013 Shelby GT500 might seem to be the priciest one on this list at around $35,000, but we kid you not, it is worth every penny you want to bet on. One cannot express in words the feel you get when you're behind the wheel, feeling the power of its 662 horsepower supercharged V8 engine. When that V8 engine kicks in, it revs and it roars like an absolute beast. But if that's not enough magic for you, then watch what it does when the supercharger begins its work. We guarantee you that it's a ride worth spending every bit of $35,000 on. However, since the whole point of this list is to pick more affordable cars and your budget might be a little too tight for the $35,000 price tag, the best alternative to this wonderful cat would be the 2005 Mustang GT. And guess what? This comes at a price under half of what you would have to pay the former. You can get your hands on that incredible masterpiece of a car for only $10,000. It's one of those fancy vintage Mustangs that boast the Mustang spirit, and is indeed a proud addition to your list of rides. Coming in at number 4 is the 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth. Known as one of the most iconic Italian cars in terms of compatibility, the Fiat 500 just has to be one that makes our list. It is easily one of the most ideal cars if you're looking for something that encompasses both class and style with an affordable price tag. Apart from being incredibly compact and stylish, this car definitely isn't the king of performance cars. If you're looking for a version of this car with an even better performance, it would be the Abarth version of the 500, which boasts a 1.4-liter multi-air turbocharged inline-4 engine providing 160 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. What's so special about the Abarth version is that it's basically a better upgrade of the standard 500, just with a much more lowered suspension. The Abarth version also boasts new wheels and brakes, and even comes with a turbocharger that gives it some insane power and speed. It has a very interesting top speed of 205 kilometers per hour, or 127 miles per hour. It's a surprise that a muscle car with this many features and is this advanced is neglected by most. But what's the best part about this car? The surreal sounds of the loud, deep crackling exhaust of 85 to 90 decibels. To put it into simpler words, the 500 Barf is just a much more sporty modification of the Barf, but the pros of owning this car don't stop there. Thanks to the puny engine of this fantastic vehicle, it comes from the factory without a muffler, and trust us when we tell you that there isn't a single regulation that the Barf cannot meet. As it doesn't come with a muffler, the incredibly aggressive exhaust note is indeed music to our ears. And you'd expect a car with so many advantages to come with a hefty price tag, but this vehicle is actually only priced as low as $7,000. Next, we'll move on to number 3 on our list, which is the Ford Mustang GT350. The Ford GT350 is not just a car that's some rusty old smoker. This sweet ride boasts a Voodoo, a fettled, flat-plane crank version of the ubiquitous Coyote, a V8 engine which very easily pushes out to 5.2 liters and with a rev limit of over 8,000 RPM. It also produces an incredible 526 horsepower. This car is not only affordable, but also undoubtedly one of the best-sounding V8s of all time. Nobody on the face of the earth can listen to that guttural rasp or roar down low of 87 decibels that tumbles into a feral shriek as the rotating assembly nears its limit. Can anyone find a better rumbler than the Mustang GT350? Well, wait till you see the next couple on our list. And you can get all this only at a price point of $17,941, which would definitely not be a catch that you'd want to miss. Number 2 on our list is the 2007 Subaru WRX STI. With the Subaru WRX STI, you're sure to know what the experience is like, especially when it comes to the breathtaking and very eccentric boxer rumble that this boy produces, which of course is an incredible addition to its V8 engine that produces a 290 horsepower. This beauty of the car makes it to a top speed of 9.8 seconds at 87.6 miles per hour. One thing about the 2007 Subaru WRX STI is that it's known for its rally heritage. They have the most incredible turbocharged boxer engines accompanied by their AWD system. These cars are also known to be among one of the most incredible Japanese cars as regards to performance. This is one sedan that is not only affordable, but also exceeds its expectations out on the road. However, if there's one thing that can be made the highlight of such a car, it would be its incredible exhaust notes of 90 to 95 decibels. The signature deep and aggressive rumble boasted by the Subaru WRX STI is just the dream of every car enthusiast. The exhaust is designed ever so carefully in such a manner that the unequal link pipes are made specifically to create the glorious rumble. At a price point of $33,495, this sure would make a worthy purchase. And finally, for the number 1 on our list is the 2002 Pontiac Firebird WS6 V8. This one is special indeed, as it is one of the very last muscle cars that Pontiac has ever come up with. What we know now as the WS6 Firebird is such an underrated model released by the notes of the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am WS6. It is hands down one of the most beastly vehicles in terms of exhaust, boasting up to 100 decibels. One would even find a resemblance between the exhaust and the split front grille and a fiery dragon's wide nostrils. Style may not be its strongest suit, but that doesn't make it a bad looking car. It's just one with a pretty unique design. It has a parts bin interior, and under the hood you'll be excited to find that it has a huge and beastly V8 engine producing 310 horsepower at 5,200 RPM. However, looks are a large criterion for most when it comes to picking their dream car, which is exactly why this sweet ride is one that eyes don't usually fall on. WS6s are a relative bargain, but let us tell you that your bet on this will not go to waste. Don't be fooled by the not so fancy interiors. The WS6 comes with a Chevy Source LS1 V8 that can produce some unimaginable power you wouldn't expect from it. Looks can be deceiving, especially in the case of the WS6. And what's even better? This car that boasts a traditional V8 roar and massive torque comes only at a price of $12,500. So, which of these was your favorite pick? Let us know in the comments. And if you're looking for a car that makes you look rich, then these 5 depreciated exotic cars will definitely make you look rich. So be sure to watch this video to not miss out.